EastEnders star June Brown, best known for her iconic role as Dot Cotton, has died at the age of 95, the BBC has announced. EastEnders bosses paid a heartbreaking tribute to June, writing, "We are deeply saddened to announce that our beloved June Brown, OBE, sadly passed away last night. There are not enough words to describe how much June was loved and adored by everyone at EastEnders. Her loving warmth, wit and great humor will never be forgotten." June created one of the most iconic characters in Dot Cotton, not just in soap but in British television, and having appeared in 2,884 episodes, June's remarkable performances created some of EastEnders' finest moments. We send all our love and deepest sympathies to June's family and friends. A very bright light has gone out at EastEnders today. We shall all be raising a sweet cherry in June's memory. Rest in peace, our dearest June. You will never be forgotten. June's family said in a statement, "We are deeply saddened to announce our beloved mother, June, passed away very peacefully at her home in Surrey on Sunday evening, with her family by her side. We would kindly ask that our privacy is respected at this very difficult time." Born in Needham Market, Suffolk, in 1927, she went on to have a glittering showbiz career enjoying success in film, theatre and television. She will be most remembered for her role as matriarch Dot Cotton in long-running soap EastEnders. Playing the Walford legend since 1985, she retired the much-loved character after 35 years in February, as is one of British TV's longest-serving artists. In January 2008 she became the first and only soap actor to carry an entire episode by herself. The actress was originally recommended for the role by cast member Leslie Grantham, who played Vic Landlord Dirty Den. Much-loved June served in the army. One of 5 children to Harry and Louisa, she was evacuated during the Second World War to Wales, where she was later to become a Wren. The star had to endure much tragedy. Her brother John died aged just days after being born. 2 years later, her sister Maurice also passed away at 8 years of age. Later in life, the star's first husband John Garley committed suicide in 1957 after a battle with depression. She remarried in 1958, and had 6 children with new love Robert Arnold. Sadly, her second child died after only 16 days following a premature birth. Robert passed away in 2003 after a 3-year battle with Lewy body's dementia. June also appeared in rival soap Coronation Street before making her name in the Square. Breaking the news of her retirement, she said on the Distinct Nostalgia podcast, "I don't want to retain her for EastEnders. I've left. I've left for good. I've sent her off to Ireland and that's where she'll stay. I've left EastEnders. I did make up a limerick. It's a bit dirty. I went back to do a good story. Alas and alack, when I got back it had gone up in smoke. Well, that is no joke. I got a small part, a very small part. And that ended up as a big wet fart. Alas and alack, I will never go back." Last year, June spoke of her pride after receiving an OBE. The actress, who played Dot from 1985, the year the soap started, to 2020, said it was a great honor. She added at the time, "I would like to thank Her Majesty, and all those involved in my recommendation." June had revealed in 2020 that she was leaving her iconic soap role after 35 years. The storyline saw her leave Walford after discovering Martin Fowler was responsible for stealing her savings, despite her own granddaughter Sonia Fowler being to blame. Left an emotional voicemail for Sonia in her final scenes, explaining she had gone to Ireland to visit her grandson Charlie. Final words on the show were, "And I shall miss you and I shall always love you. Goodbye, my dear." Speaking on the Distinct Nostalgia podcast to former co-star Ronnie Singh, who played shop owner Sufia Kareem, June said, "I don't want a retainer for EastEnders, I've left. I've left for good. I've sent her off to Ireland where she'll stay. I've left EastEnders. I did make up a limerick. It's a bit dirty. I went back to do a good story. Alas and alack, when I got back it had gone up in smoke. I got a small part, a very small part. And that ended up as a big wet fart. Alas and alack, I will never go back." Time in Albert Square was often troubled thanks to her wayward son Nasty Nick Cotton. Nick even tried to kill on many occasions, including once trying to poison her so he could steal her bingo winnings. June landed her first role since the soap and radio drama Missing You in 2020. She voiced the character of a mother named Margie who was separated from her son, who has Down syndrome, because of the pandemic. Richard Vergette, who penned the drama, said had always had June's voice in his head for the character. He said, "When writing the role of Margie I had the voice of June Brown in my head and so asked the producer, Ashley Byrne, can we find a June Brown type of actress? How about June Brown?" He replied, "I still can't believe that a living legend is playing in a piece that I've written." He co-star Sam Barnard said, "June is such a legend and a hero of mine since I was a little. When I was asked to play this role I said, 'Oh I say,' and did a little dance of joy." June was good friends with her EastEnders co-star Barbara Windsor, who sadly died following a battle with Alzheimer's in 2020. She paid an emotional tribute after the loss of the Peggy Mitchell star and told how she had longed to meet up with her once more.